Uh, what were some important events while you were still in your hometown?
In my hometown. Um, Cultural events or personal events?
Uh,
What do you think?
Um, whichever one you're willing to share.
Okay, let me see. Well, because my hometown was pretty and people came for summer vacation, essentially, it didn't actually get bombed as much as Belfast. So with the Troubles, we had the sectarian divide, and and so there was a lot of conflict on the streets. And Belfast is 13 miles from Bangor, so it's relatively close, but still I felt it was an enclave, away from the Troubles, and actually a lot of people came there for their vacations, so we really weren't seeing the conflict firsthand. We had one, I believe it was one bomb went off in my hometown, and we had one of our local policewomen was killed. But when you're dealing with seeing conflict on a daily basis on your TV screen of cars being blown up and people being shot, and I really felt like it was happening somewhere else more than a place that was just 13 miles away. So that, and seeing that, it really was, it wasn't really happening to me directly, wasn't impacting me directly. And so when I chose to go to college, I chose to go to college in Belfast. And that was against, I have to say, my family. My father's rather old school, and he had 3 girls, and neither of my sisters had gone to college. My parents had both left school at 14, and my father really didn't see the merit in going to college, because as he saw it, especially for girls, you graduate high school, and then you have a 4-year or 5-year college. And then at that point, you're sort of deciding, you're in your early 20s, are you want to get married, want to have children. And Irish culture is very much around the family. Family is huge. And so people tend to live very close to their immediate family. And my father really didn't see the merit of going to college and then leaving work and raising a family. And so I put myself through college, and at that point, very different to the US, you don't pay for college. So it's the way it's viewed is that everybody has a right to a good education. And so if you chose to go to college, which meant you just worked, same as you guys, you work through, you do your, your SATs, you do your APs, or you really get good grades, you keep up that 4.0, and you have that option to go to college. But sadly, here in this country, then, a lot of the decision making after that is based on money. Can you afford to go to college? In Ireland, what we say is that everybody has the right to go to college. And so I actually got money from the government to go to college. And so I progressed through. I really wanted to go to college. And so I did well at school, and I applied to college. I wanted to leave my home and travel the 13 miles, which is really, it doesn't sound very much when I talk about it here, because really we travel such great distances in the US, these enormous freeways. In Ireland we've got narrow streets. The main road between my hometown Bangor and Belfast is 2 lanes in either direction. That's the size of the road, so it's not a big road. And 13 miles really, that's a destination for us. That's not you really travel to. And so I really wanted to make that transition of my home to go to college, and I chose Belfast. And you get, you don't have to pay for college, but you have to pay for your books and you have to pay for living. So I worked through college to be able to do that. So that was really, that was a big decision for me, because it was against what my family believed in and what my family really wanted.
Okay. What was the economy in Northern Ireland like when you lived there? What types of jobs could people get, and did they pay well?
Well, Northern Ireland is part of Great Britain. So the history of Northern Ireland is that if you know the map of Ireland, Ireland is one large island, and then actually I got this to show so that you could see. So this is the whole map of Ireland. The whole map of Ireland, and then this little segment up here is Northern Ireland. And what happened in 1923